Okay, welcome back, guys. Meeting like a America here. I get my own freaking name mixed up, but it is whatever. When it's 6 a.m. in the morning. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so this is my last character that I get to do a start on a start story on. Um, so this is Neko Visigoth. I think I'm saying it right. Um, Now, about this character, the name originally came, and don't fucking hate me for this, but the original name, when I was back when the Twilight Saga was a really popular thing, I guess you could say I was one of those girls that fell into the whole Team Jacob and Team Everett thing. Of course, I went with the werewolves because let's face it, sparkly vampires are not my thing. And there was this, like, I always used to like the RP. So I went looking for Twilight RPs, and there was this site called Teen Chat. If it's still around, I have no idea. I haven't ventured back to that since I was in school. But there was this site that was called Teen Chat, and it had a bunch of different talk, like, um, different rooms and everything. And I found one for Twilight Saga, and I went in there full on role playing Jacob. And okay, let me just say how obsessed I was with this of the Twilight series was before the first movie came out. I read the books, all four books, 4 times. I am ashamed to admit that, but that's just who I was. So before the first movie came out, I read the books 4 times. And the one character that I always liked out everything else was Jacob. So I memorized Jacob as the character that he is in the book. So when I went into this RP community for Twilight, yeah, I kind of pushed the other Jacobs away because everybody was like, oh, you got his character down perfect. So I felt bad for it because I'm not one to take over somebody else's spot. So, like, that still pains me that happened. But, um, I became, like, their Jacob Black in that community. And after a while, like, me and my one friend would go into our own private VCs and we would come up with other characters. Like, we would come up with other characters that would be in the Twilight world, but not be anything associated with the main characters. Sorry, had to let the cat out. He was banging on my door because he wanted to go out. But, anyways. But we started making other characters, me and my one friend. And the one character that I have created was Neko Visigoth. course, GTA don't let you make them exactly the way that you want to make them. But it's close enough. I only have 3 outfits for him, so... Because there's like a unique... Neko has a unique style, and I'm very picky. I will not bring him into the server if I cannot make him close to who he's supposed to represent. It's one of my... So like these 3 outfits are like the only closest I could get to him. Anyways, but so the thing with Neko is I created him in the world of Twilight, I guess you could say. I literally used to I went so creative with him to the point that I even had like a top secret FBI file report that I wrote up myself. And I literally gave him a full name, which was Neko Visigoth or something like that. I would have to find that top secret file. I have it saved somewhere, but for the life of me, I cannot find it. But, it had everything. It had his parents' name. It has his siblings' name. The way that I wrote it, it was mostly... He comes from a clan. And a clan in Italy. Because if anybody knows Twilight, the Vertaris, the bad vampires, Vertaris, or whatever the heck you say their names, were from Italy. Well, Neko comes from Italy. He was a clan, and most of his clan was werewolves, which the Vertari didn't like. Neko was a very angry child when he was little, because he was in the RP that me and my friend created for this character. He was a very angry child. His mother was a vampire, his dad was a demon wolf, so the kids got a mixture of all that. Problem is, his brothers and sisters were able to control it, where Neko wasn't. And Neko would start fights, like, by the age of 5, like, he already beat a kid so badly to put him in the hospital. And the clan was very terrified of him, because the anger that this kid had was beyond anything else. Of course, the Volturi, being evil vampires like they are, decided to use this kid and like force him to his wolf farm and take out his whole entire clan. That's the original story of Neko. Of course, on GTA you can't do that stuff, and so I had to change up his story a little bit to fit the more real life stuff. But basically that's Neko for you. He, like, the Vertari used them to take out his entire clan and was using him as a attack dog, since he could turn into a werewolf, and kind of like Jacob and that whole pack. And then of course, he kind of just eventually it got to the point where as he got older he realized, like, crap, they're using me to murder tons and tons of people. I need to get out of here. And that's how this RP played out. And then eventually what happens is he moves to the US, and that's where he meets my friend's character. He's running for his life to get away from the Vitari. They're hunting him down, trying to end him. And she actually finds Neko on her porch, like injured and wounded. Like at first she just sees the wolf, because he was forced to stay in his wolf farm after what happened to his family in Italy. And this girl and her daughter decided to take in this wolf that was injured. And then she finds out that this wolf is actually a guy, and she starts falling in love with him. At least that's how that RP played out. And it was probably one of my favorite RPs ever, because I was able to just let loose and create a character that was evil as all hell, but was able to show him have a change of heart, because he found that one true love. And even though he didn't really trust her, even though, like, he really didn't trust her and stuff, it was still, she found this defenseless injured wolf who just happened to be a guy, and her and her daughter fell for this guy and did everything in their power to protect them. But of course, when you have a really bad group, like when you have a really bad group that is after you, you want to do nothing but protect the people that you love. So in return, him going to them, or them finding him, he in return brought danger upon them. And my friend, I can't remember what my friend's character's name was, or her daughter's name, but I know that even though he brought trouble onto them, she still did everything to protect Neko. But Neko protected her. It was a fun RP. And it was fun making a character like Neko. So when I was able to make Neko, I tried making him a few times back on my old server, which they didn't believe in custom clothes, so I couldn't make him the way that I wanted him. So once we ended up getting custom clothes, I even said to my boyfriend, I'm like, is there a way to make 6 characters instead of 5? Or I'm going to have to delete Lena. I'm like, I want to bring Neko into the server, give him a different backstory, but because I mean, can't really do anything werewolves or vampires on GTA. Let's face it. There's a lot of scripts out there, but nothing that I could bring the actual real Neko to life. So I have to kind of dumb down his story a little. For GTA physics. And then, but my boyfriend ended up adding us 6 characters, so I could have Neko.
Yeah, sure. I had a great time too.
Now, since I told you the original story of Neko,
yeah, I'm free any day of the week.
I had to change it up for GTA a little bit. First of all, yes, he still comes from Italy. Yes, he did murder his family, which nobody knows. And he moves to LS to try and run from the past, but he's not exactly... Since Ava is not my criminal character anymore, like full-on criminal character, Neko is. And that's exactly what he's gonna be. I can see him being locked up for a lot of things. Most of his money actually comes from like the drug scripts that we have in the. That's where I'm coming over right now. And more than things, so I'm actually going to show you this. But so Neko, he's a very mysterious guy. I made him as creepy as GTA allows me to, because I want people to be cautious when approaching him, because you don't know what's going to happen. And he's really quiet. He won't talk much. He'll say very little amount of words. Like, it's just who I wanted to build him up as on Fivem or on my server. Since I cannot make him who he was originally supposed to be, because I kind of moved away from the whole Twilight thing. You know, when you get older, it happens. But, I'm trying to... Oh, let me guess.
How's it going? Hey, what's going on, brother?
I don't think that one is there anymore.
I would like to order General Tso with
Okay, so that one was taken out. There used to be a drug guy right here,
What do you mean this isn't the Chinese place?
and it seems that that one was taken out.
I just want my soul and cheese.
So then,
Fucking hell!
I guess we go to this dude.
Holy shit!
Well, that's nice to know. I wish somebody would have told me they were taking that out. kinda wish somebody was telling me they were taking out that script because I had the whole walkthrough. I had the whole walkthrough.
Hey, man, I need to talk to you.
For that. Holy hell. Was not expecting that. And that's what happens when you don't wear your fucking seatbelt. Sadly, I don't think I have a harness for him. No, I do not. Okay, note to self, don't fly with this character. Actually. Oh crap, I gotta set up his phone too. Where's yours? God, that looks so sketchy. Okay, so. Well, wait a minute. Because that other script's not in, I can drop all this stuff. Because there's no point in having this stuff. I'm gonna drop all this stuff too. Okay. I can't wait till the keys are back. It's getting annoying. So anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't got the actual mess with this stuff yet. Isn't it at the top? Should be at the top. course he's there.
You act like you can't kill nobody!
Okay, that guy is where you sell them. Okay, so then the question is... I hate when the freaking marker things don't show up. Is this semi why I started playing on the other server? Kind of. Because I get frustrated with this thing. Okay, I know what I have to do. Okay, so this one might be a little longer than normal. Because it seems like we're going to have to get a few things. Try not to make this too long. But anyways, ooh, I don't know if I could. Oh, I love that this card could just fit there. So, Neko don't, like I said, like he kind of has the same story from the originally. Like he did come from Italy. He did kind of murder his family type thing. You know, it's all story stuff. So go away, snowflakes. People are allowed to create stories. It's not cool when it happens in real life. But don't take the storytellers that want to make good RPs and stuff. Because I mean, when you play on a server that has cops and FBI's and all that stuff, you're going to have to make a good criminal character for those cops to go after. Neko is good at covering up his tracks when he needs to. But Neko, I don't know if I'm going to give him a real job. If I'm being a criminal, I might get him a job somewhere. I don't know where. There's actually another food place. There's actually a few food places to There's actually a few like different food places too. God damn it, I hate some of these. There's a few um, places to own. There's a pizza place. There's like the one that I showed you. Um, and whatnot. I don't know how many I need of each. I have 13, so I'll leave it. I just got rid of that other stuff. Okay, so let's see, the next place to go. Is right there. Yeah, the inventory's still broken. The inventory's still broken. As you guys noticed, I got rid of some of that stuff that was in my inventory earlier. Still there. We took it out of beta, but I kind of feel like this server needs to go back into beta until we get the inventory fixed. I mean, I don't know. Anyways, so after what happened with Neko's family and everything, at the time he was only, say, 15 or 14. So he sinks on a boat and pretty much comes to LS, where the thing with him now is he's here in LS. I might eventually get him a job. Can take like a detour and I was gonna make him work at that pizza place, but don't really want to make him work there. I'm gonna actually take a detour because there's two places up here that I was thinking about giving him like a job. I won't be able to show you everything with the script, like the direct script on ours. So I would have to definitely make another video about Neko. But this place, I was either thinking of having him work at this place, which is a small...
Wow, so rude. God.
Okay, excuse me for violence.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
God, I hate NPCs. I was either thinking about making him work at this place. Yet again, this is one that we have to get a job for. We don't have the job for this place. Or
I'm going to miss the Gallery Redemption exhibition again.
oh my god. It might be a while until I play this server again. I mean, this is my own server. I'm a co-owner of this server. But with the vehicle script like that acting up, it's going to get my anger boiling. is the one that I wanted. Or I might do this. We have this like awesome Irish pub. So I might actually make this where Neko works. I just have to get the name of the job so I can set it up for him. But most of all, Neko is mostly a criminal. I mean, yeah, he eventually is going to have his own thing. Like, he eventually is going to have his own thing. But yeah. So, like I was saying, he sneaks over here to Italy, makes a life of himself doing criminal actions, like what I'm working on now, and other stuff. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show everything since I have to go around collecting the ingredients, which is totally fine. Too slow. I do not know. And it was just completely random. I know I keep talking about the zombie server that I play. I do not know if I'm going to record any videos. There's like two different kind of there was two different kind of zombie servers, and I don't know. I don't feel so keen about making videos on neither one of them. One, I don't know how people feel about it. Ha ha ha. Item does not exist. Oh my god. Yeah, my boyfriend got a lot of work because guess what? Hold on. Speaking of him, he's going to hate me. I gotta send him a DM. Oh my god, he's going to hate me. Anyways, at this point I can't be mad because I mean my one friend buys us 5 scripts in one day. And with my boyfriend being the only dev for the server, he takes care of the cars, he takes care of the scripts, slowly we are working on getting that on clothing. We have to rewrite all, like we have to redo the YMTs or whatever for all the clothing we have. is so that there will be eventually like over 3,000 items of clothing on our server for male and females. It's just, it's treacherous. And only having one dev, don't want to burn him out, so he's been playing Minecraft. I've been playing a zombie server because since January I've been playing this server. So I need to get my RP in somewhere. I really don't know what to go. Do I want to go check out the other place and see if those items are there? I might as well. So it looks like you guys are coming on a ride with me, testing out, see what needs to be fixed and what does not need to be fixed. Oh, we're about to get blind. I can see the white light in the distance. Because I can. Like, it's not good. Like that. Holy hell. I wish I knew what caused that, and I cannot find out the issue that what causes that. Okay, like if anybody on YouTube knows what causes this, it's only that area. Like from back there that goes above us and there. And it's only that side of the map. It's just only this one area and I do not know what caused it. I tried to fix it and I really don't want to uninstall Fivem or GTA. If I wasn't recording, I would jump into a VC and ask like friends there, but I don't know if they would like their voice recorded or not, so I'm not going to jump in there. I really think it has something to do with the fog. I have a new graphics pack, so I know it's not the graphics pack. The problem is, I know it happens on both, all the servers that I play on. So it's not just limited to my server, it happens on the other ones too. So yeah, pretty much with Neko, he's gonna be my main prime character. He's gonna be my new prime character, and he's not exactly gonna be a very likable person. Let me guess. Item does not exist. Oh, trouble. Oh. After I am done here, I'm going to have to let them know everything that goes on. Seriously, anybody ever thinking about starting their own Fivem server? Beware of the horrors. A lot of scripts say like plug and play, yeah, but they don't tell you that there's a bunch of extra stuff that you have to do to get them to work correctly. Oh, that's annoying. But anyways. So that's pretty much Haha, holy crap. I was not expecting that. Sorry, I tried to drive normal, but let's face it, it's very hard to drive normal on GTA. Oh, I forgot about the wheel physics. Yeah, that's a thing on our server too. Okay, looks like my camera's getting on. He probably wondering why I'm not in DC. That's pretty much him. Like, he did enough crime over in Italy, so now he moved here and is trying to start a new life, which is not going to be a new life because he's just going to get back into the criminal stuff again. So, and anybody, like, if you would ask anybody about Ava Walker on, like, MHRP or my old server, they will flat out tell you that they hated Ava Walker. Because when I go criminal on this game, I go full on freaking criminal on this game. And my character, and, like, you have to understand, I am a story writer. So, I write stories. I'm working on a 10-book series. And even my cousin will admit, when it comes to criminal characters, I am a pro at releasing my evil side. Who knows, maybe eventually I will show the zombie server that I've been playing on. But my character's there. My faction character really doesn't have a story. She's kind of new. So I have to come up with a background story for her. My survivor character, on the other hand, Cleo Stern, she has a dark history, a very dark history, and she's not very, she don't trust people. Like, she'll talk on the radio, but she does not trust people at all. She'll interact with people come up to her, but other than that, she won't interact. she's very cautious about everything, and she watches everything from afar. Because you know, in the apocalyptic world, you don't know who's a friend or a foe, so you have to be highly cautious. But anyways, enough of that. So you have known, now you know who Neko is, and I think I am done with his story. Oh wait, I gotta set up his phone. I forgot. What? His phone actually stayed the same. Huh, interesting. Oh, I see. Okay, so it still says Luna. Okay, I'm gonna have to actually sign off to fix his phone. Anyways, but that's pretty much the story of this character. Gonna actually cut this short. But pretty much Neko's my new criminal character. And I can't wait to actually put his story into action. As I always said, we're looking for cops. The only requirements that we have for police department for our server right now is you must at least have an hour or so of playtime on our server. There's no age limit, but you have to act mature. And everybody starts at the bottom. Nobody would get a higher rank. The only way you get the higher rank in the departments is to actually be active and to work. So if you're looking to control a apartment, we have city, we have state, and we have county. And like I said with Luna, we will have another department, a department that not many people are going to know about or be invited to. But those are going to be like the detectives and stuff. We do have fire, but that's ran by my friend Rob. So, and he has a lot of requirements for his, so you will have to talk to him. Applications are on our Discord. All you have to do is join our Discord, which the link is going to be below. Join our Discord, come play on the server. Then you can apply to whatever department that you want. We have tons of jobs. Like if you want to get on and own a pizza place, you can. If you want to get on and own a bar, you can. If you want to get on and own a strip club, you can. If you want to own a diner, or there's a lot. We have quite a few stuff for everybody to own. There's also the jobs I showed on Luna's video. We do plan on bringing out more houses. There will be more Excuse me. Sorry, I'm getting tired again. But yeah, pretty much. Like, we're finally out of the beta, so now we're ready to kick some butt. And as you can tell, there's some little glitches here and there, but that's normal for a Fivem server. I'm usually really kind about stuff. I do, once we have more people, have a event plan using Scout, where I would give away 3 free cars, fully modified, custom sounds, neon lights. It's going to be kind of like a, well, actually, let me see if I can actually find it. It's going to be a different, it's going to be like a different thing. Like, it's going to actually be a RP event type thing. Pretty much like Scout was out street racing, and like Scout was out street racing. I love the fact that Neko does not like looking at the camera. Anyways, but it's kind of like street racing. She ends up winning 3 cars, but before her and her friends can hide the cars or get the cars back to her garage, she has to hide them and ditch them at random locations around the story or city, story, whatever. But she's going to make an ad that says, like, one is a golden R35, and she's going to have it hidden somewhere around the map. Anybody that finds that one car will get 300k in cash plus the car. And then it's up to them what they want to do with that car, if they want to keep it or sell it to get more money. That's totally up to them. But the cash, there's 3 different cars. There's a gold R35, a silver R35, and a Skyline. And then each one comes with a cash award. The gold is 300k, the silver is 200k, and the Skyline is 100k. So it's going to be a very interesting event. But I'm not ready to release the event because, I mean, so far there's probably like 7-10 of us that play online, and we're not even all online at the same time. So I might wait until the server's more poppin' to pull events like that. And if that event works well, I might do other events. I like being creative. I like being a storyteller. I like taking my time to make a character that if you come up to them, they're going to be like, oh, you don't want to know my story. Or you're going to get like this full-on story about them. So this is the last for my characters, for their beginner story, or a little about them. Maybe next time we can get actual gameplay. Maybe. Anyways, but until then, I'll catch you guys later. And don't forget to leave comments and stuff down in the bottom, or ask questions or anything. If you're interested in the zombie server that I'm playing on, let me know. Maybe I don't know how they feel about recording. I know that if you look up the name, you get like videos from like 2-3 years ago. Um, who knows? Maybe I will eventually record. I'm not 100% sure yet. It all depends. I might put pictures up on TikTok. I've been doing that too. Like while I post pictures, videos on here, I'll put like the start of the video on TikTok too. Anyways, but I'm gonna cut this short because it's already over an hour. So until next time, later.